gentlemen, students and teachers. My name is Peter and I'm from UPenn. Today I will talk about why we need to study. I chose this topic because many elementary school students study hard and go to sleep late and wake up early. I thought, why are they studying so hard? I talked to this with my schoolmates and they said, we need to go to good university or I'm studying for my mom. First of all, I will talk about some students' thoughts. For example, I have 3 friends. First, there is Kevin. This student has no fun of studying. He's just doing what his mother said. Second, there is Sally. He wants to go to Seoul University. And last, there is Harry. He wants to get a good job, what he wants, and he wants to live a happy life. I want to be like Harry, because if I am Kevin, I have no goal and can't study well. If I am Sally, I may study hard, but after going to good university, I don't have to study and I would play. Finally, I wouldn't be able to get a job what I want. So, my opinion is, let's study for our future. And the future means after the university. I think this is the way to study happy and be happy in future. Have you ever thought about your future, students? What do you think? Do you think I'm right? The thing is, many good university students don't get a job because they don't study hard in university. Also, if someone gets good job in good company but doesn't work hard and just plays, he will get fired too. We need to not lack our seriousness. And these ideas brought me, let's study for our future. To conclude, don't study for your mom. You're studying for yourself. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alice. I am in the 4th grade. I'm from CMU. Do you think we get enough time to rest? I don't think so. Today, I will tell you about the benefits of having a longer break. Because we don't get enough time to rest, to study, or to hang out with friends in other classes. The first reason we should have longer breaks is that we don't have enough time to rest. Also, as a result, we can't focus well and get sleepy in class. For example, we wake up at 6:30 and our evening class ends at 8:30. Then when we go to dorm, we are so tired, but we have to memorize our vocabulary, so make sure that we got perfect at the vocabulary test. Then we sleep at 12 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. It's only 5.5 hours. Another reason we should have longer break is so that we can study during this time. Then it would take us less time to do our homework. And we can sleep earlier and our grades will be better too. Lastly, we should have longer breaks so that we can meet and make friends with people from other classes. If we can't make people from other classes, then we end up creating distance and we can't build a relationship with others. To conclude, I would like to have a longer break, time to study, to relax, and meet people from other classes. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Hello, my name is Danny and I am from NIU class. Have you ever tricked your parents? I did it when I was 10 years old. I didn't mind what my parents said and listened to my parents either. In this speech, I will tell you a few ways to trick your parents. Before I start, I have to warn you. If you use these ideas, you have to prepare. You have to be very careful. You have to be a medical man. The first way to trick your parents is lying. If you don't want to go to school, you have to lie. First, you have to get out of your home and go to school. You have to pretend like you're ill. Talk to your teacher and say, I am sick. If you go to school nurse, you have to act like you're seriously ill. The nurse teacher will say, I think you have to go home. I will call your mom. So you can say, my mom is busy, but my sister is at home. Your school nurse will let you go. If you succeed, you will be free. The second way to trick your parents is ignoring them. If your mother nags you, ignoring her is a good plan. First, you have to be in your room alone and read some books quietly. If your mother calls you, act like you didn't hear her. Don't talk to her and ignore her. When your mom comes into your room, you have to be reading and your mom will praise you. That will be a success. These two ways to trick your parents may not be successful, but they are fun to try. However, you must not always try to trick your parents, even if you are angry with your parents. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Liana and my class is NIU. Today I'm going to talk about the Hana Camp routine. This is important to me because I am at Hana Camp and we are always so busy. I want to come to the right solution. Every day we start our routine with waking up at 6:30 a.m. It's too early for elementary school students. When we wake up, we clean our rooms and brush our teeth and hair. We change our clothes and do stretching. We go out at 7:40 a.m. to eat breakfast. What a busy morning, right? Next, we go to our class and start studying. We have a vocabulary test every day and work in our workbooks, Body Life and Diary of Wimpy Kid. Now we are doing Number the Stars. It is fiction and non-fiction studies, which includes lots and lots of readings. After we eat dinner, we study math or practice for the pop song contest. We have such a tight schedule even after dinner. When we are at our dorm, we take a shower and do our homework. For the homework, we memorize vocabulary and write our diary. When we finish, it is 12 a.m., so we can only sleep 6 hours. We are very sleepy in class. Because of this, we are very busy in Hana Camp. I think teachers have to give more time to sleep or reduce our homework. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Jenny. I'm in grade 4 from CMU class. Today, I'm going to introduce about the fact that should cell phones be allowed at camp. I think cell phones should not be allowed at camp. And I'm going to introduce some reasons that I think cell phones should not be allowed. First, students will play games. And if they play games, they will sleep late and they won't finish their homework. And if they don't finish their homework, they can understand the class and teacher's word. Second, I think most of the students are in this camp to upgrade our English skills. But if we don't understand the class, it can be a valuable camp. Third, if the students have cell phones, they rely on their phones and do not do things themselves. The students will find words with phones and take pictures and use internet. And if they keep doing that, we can't be good at solving problems without others' help. And I think it's one of the reasons that we came to this camp. So I introduced the reasons that I think cell phones should not be allowed. And I think it's good to have time without phones and computers and have more time with our friends. And if we end this camp happily and fun, I think it will be the most successful ending. So enjoy your time with your friends and enjoy practicing English. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Kyung and I'm from the Illinois class. I will speak about the world's most serious problems. Now, I will introduce the three main problems and give the appropriate solutions. First, I will introduce a famous problem. In Africa, a crowd of people is suffering from diseases such as malaria and food poisoning by dirty water. And most of all, there are many people suffering from starvation and are close to death. So, here's my suggestion. Support them. We have many ways to help. For example, we should donate our own money for their medicine and participate in volunteer centers such as the UN, Good Neighbors, World Vision. By doing this, we can help our community. Second, smartphones are one of the problems in the world. In our life, we can see many people who use smartphones easily. The effect is, people's health is getting worse rapidly. Smartphones spout out blue light. That can be fatal to our health. The most serious effect is on our eyes. We can become blind when we use smartphones for a long time. Also, our neck can be crooked because we have to hang down our head when we use smartphones. Third, bullying is the most serious problem in schools. We can classify the case in two ways. The first category is physical violence, and the other is mental violence. Sometimes victims commit suicide because of bullying. Most of all, it has increased a lot. Bullies chew out each other. It can't be okay until we solve the problem of inequality regarding outward appearance. In conclusion, I introduced the three main problems and around the world. Nowadays, the world is getting ruthless. Definitely, the world is getting more selfish. We have to improve our lives and help each other. Thank you for listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello! I'm Harry from UPenn class. I did something that I regret. I spent my free time studying math. Because of this, I want to tell you what is my happiness and how to make your happiness too. First, can you guess what is my happiness? It is reading books. And some people ask why. There are many happiness playing games or many things, but why reading? I'll say this. In books, there are lots of knowledge. So, thank you. So I'm reading a really famous book. When I read, I saw really useful information. I think it is really awesome. I love it. Second is playing games. Yeah. Everybody have a game machine nowadays. Like Nintendo Wii, PlayStation, Xbox, etc. People say, I play FIFA, I play MLB, I play GTA. Okay, so I play PlayStation 4. I think to myself that my main happiness is playing games. Third, you cannot guess this. My happiness is eating. And some people will ask me that, really? Then why are you skinny? I'll answer this. Don't ask to my brain and ears, ask to my belly. I eat a lot in my house. I eat 3 bowls of rice. I think eating is important because when we don't eat, we can starve to death, actually. I think it's really important. But how to find your own happiness? It's really easy. It is related to what you like. Also, you can find your own happiness. In conclusion, we can find happiness. We can find our own creative thoughts. Thank you for listening.
Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Lucky in Illinois class. Do you want to see a destroyed Earth or safe Earth? Now our Earth is unsafe and it can be destroyed. I want to explain about our Earth's environmental problems to you and convince to you to protect the Earth. We have to protect the environment to save the Earth because of global warming. Have you heard about global warming? It is a very dangerous problem and we can die because now global warming is growing worse. Global warming started and many tiny islands disappeared into the water. And because the Earth's temperature gone up. And the icebergs in Antarctica and North Pole are melting. It makes sea level rise. So there are lots of methods to protect the Earth. First, we have to shrink how much electricity we use. It will help slow down global warming because using lots of electricity is making global warming worse. Using lots of electricity is always bad. However, when we use LED lights, it will save electricity. Second, we have to shrink how many trees we cut. When we cut lots of trees, more carbon dioxide will be in the air. Because people breathe out carbon dioxide, however, people can breathe in oxygen from the trees. Third, we should not litter and instead we have to recycle our trash. Recycling will shrink how trash we have and there will be less carbon dioxide. If we separate or recyclable, the environment will be safe. Do you think about how much danger our Earth is in now? Do you think we have to save the Earth? I think it will be help if you use these 3 methods to protect the Earth. Let's keep 3 methods to do your part. Do not forget. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm Lino and I like to make paper airplanes. Because when I make paper airplanes, I can release my stress and it's fun. Sometimes my speech can have indirect advertisement for fancy paper companies. At first, if you want to make paper airplanes, search YouTube. You can find a lot of methods in there. The number of methods is infinity because when I invent a new method now, that means the new styles continues to grow. Second, I will show you how to make the paper airplanes that flies really well. You need old fancy paper, not A4, if you want to make it go far. But now I don't have old fancy paper, so I will make with A4. Yay! To make paper airplanes, to throw paper airplanes well, is to throw with a straight arm, concentrating in throw and throw well. And also we need to aim high to make it go far. Next, there's a contest named Red Bull Paper Airplane Throw. If you want to participate in the competition, you need to make the airplane really carefully and take it really carefully to the competition. and through the same way I explained before. There's a paper airplane that is shaped like a bird shape or monkey shape or octopus shape, and they're unique and unusual and made a world records too. The world records that make it goes far is things that I made before. And the biggest paper airplane is big as a car. I love talking about paper airplanes and how to make them. And if you want to make paper airplanes, try it. Maybe it will be your hobby someday. And if you want to search more about it, search YouTube. Thank you for listening and have a happy folding. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kathleen. I'll talk about the differences between looking at masterpieces in museum and searching with the internet. A few months ago, I asked my mother, "Mother, if we can see the famous pictures or historical places with photos, why do we have to go there?" I remember she didn't have an answer. However, I still can't understand why we need to see the famous pictures in real life, and I want to know your opinions. Some people say that just seeing pictures of masterpieces is meaningless. They think by seeing pictures, we can see what we should see. We only can see the parts that the photographers want us to see. Let's say the Mona Lisa, for example. It's in the Louvre Museum and it's quite small. However, thousands and millions of people go there to see it. Most of them just take a picture, barely look at it over other people's head, or give up trying to see it. It's really tough work, isn't it? It's tiring. You can't see it very well and costs lots of money. Not very effective work. So I suggest use internet. It's faster, costs less, and saves more energy. We can see the more details of the picture than stuck behind the people in the gallery. I think your choice between seeing things in real life or use the internet depends on what you think is more important. If you focus on learning more, you can use internet. If you focus on looking at real-life masterpieces, you should go and experience it on yourself. There are good things and bad things about each decision, so it's your choice. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm in Washington class. Today, I want to talk about taking tests every day. In Hana Camp, we take tests every day. And that's why we have to memorize at least 20 words each day. I think it's not good because about stress, not much time to play, and about scores. The first reason I think everyday test is bad is because of the test stress. We get a lot of stress by memorizing all those words. And every time the words get harder, our stress becomes bigger. The second is that there's not much time to play. We finish our work and class at 8:30. And after eating snack, it's about 8:50 to 8:55. And let's say we take 1 hour and 30 minutes doing our homework and vocabulary. And after taking shower, there's hardly any time left. The third reason is about scores. Some kids think only best score is good. So if they get 1 or 2 wrong, they go like, "Oh, I've known this one, why do I get it wrong? This is not good." You still have next chance, and next, you can try harder. And if you get full mark, try saying, "Good job," instead of, "It was just a luck." I think there's too many tests in Hana Camp. So I suggest only weekly tests. Even if you take 1 or 2 weekly tests, we can still improve our skills. And test stress for children is not very good. So I think we should take less tests. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Hello, my name is Rachel from Washington class. Nowadays, students are attending so many after-school academies. They usually review or preview. But do you think that students should attend after-school academies? After-school academies are good, but I disagree to that for the following reasons. First of all, students can still study at home. Who knows your strengths and weaknesses better? Your teachers or your parents? Of course, your parents. And also, students can study in the way they want in home, but in their academies, students should study in a way that the teacher tells you to. This might be helpful, but not as much as in home. Secondly, students should focus more on review than preview right now. Tell me honestly, in your math academy, do you review or preview? Most of you will preview math, but think about it. A boy in your class who's not good at math is now studying high school 3rd grade math. This is not good, and if you don't focus on the studies right now, you might fall behind, and you don't want that to happen, right? Lastly, students can be stressed with more and more homeworks. Many students are already stressed with their math academies or English academies, and about those homeworks, many students are already stressed with their homeworks, but you know, there are school homeworks too. Like me, some of you may have experienced not doing your school homework because of your academy homework. This is not good because you're attending academy to do better in school. That means school is more important than your academy. Do you attend academies? Do you have homeworks? Have you ever been stressed about it? Many students are stressed, but studying at home requires parents that knows about you and knows what to study. Some of you will prefer to study at academies, but some of you will prefer to study at home. I prefer home. How about you? Thank you for listening to my speech.